From very early on, celebrities in video games have been very happily intertwined. In most cases, this involves making a game based around the celebrity, like the classic Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, or the far less classic Michael Jordan, Chaos in the Windy City. But sometimes, a game will put a celebrity into a game that isn't about them, and the results can become all the more baffling. From wrestlers in non-wrestling games, to beloved 80s sitcom characters going on murderous rampages, and even to US presidents rolling up their sleeves and violently taking care of business. Here's some of the wildest, most unexpected celebrities' appearances in video game history. At number 5, Drew Carey, The Sims House Party. As you may have guessed, your goal in The Sims House Party is to throw the most happening house party imaginable. If you do, you'll get an unexpected but very welcome party guest in the form of comedian and game show host Drew Carey. Carey shows up if you throw a party that lasts longer than 135 minutes and scores at least a 55 on the party score scale. Once that happens, Carey will arrive via limo, having decided your party is worth a celebrity of his stature being seen at. You can't control him, but you can certainly watch him interact with all the guests, who grow starstruck and pine for him long after he leaves. Even the pets have Drew on the brain. Amusingly, Carey's sprite is pretty thin, even though his real-life weight loss didn't happen until almost 10 years after the game's release. What was once Drew's wishful thinking became life-extending reality. At number 4, Snoop Dogg, True Crime, Streets of LA. With his laid-back demeanor and knack for wacky comedy and hosting game shows, it's sometimes hard to remember that Snoop Dogg started out as a hardcore gangster rapper, who at one point was charged with, and later acquitted of, real-life murder. His appearance in True Crime, Streets of LA, acts as a good reminder of Snoop's troubled past, however. You can unlock Snoop by, appropriately enough, collecting 30 dog bones hidden throughout the game. Doing so will trigger Snoop's minigame, Dog Patrol, where you can control the dog father as he goes around LA solving crimes by attacking all the bad guys. You have one real-time hour to solve as many crimes as possible. If you can solve at least 55, you can earn top dog status and the right to brag-izzle to all your friend Dizzles in the Hizzle. If you somehow don't solve any, you earn the status Lap Poodle, a wimp even dog's peaceful, Rastafarian alter ego, Snoop Lion, wouldn't feel bad about slapping around. At number 3, Ozzy Osbourne and Lenny Kilmister, Brutal Legend. With Brutal Legend being about a fantasy world dominated by heavy metal, it makes sense that plenty of metal legends would make appearances. Many, like Lita Ford and Rob Halford, merely provide voices for completely independent characters, but a couple appear as themselves, in everything but name. Black Sabbath and MTV reality legend Ozzy Osbourne voices a character called the Guardian of Metal, who looks and sounds exactly like Ozzy. He even has Ozzy's trademark profanity, which apparently wasn't in the original script. Like any of them was going to stop Ozzy Osbourne from swearing as much as he effing likes. He also plays a character called Dad Bat, a giant bat with Ozzy's head, which the Guardian of Metal shockingly does not bite off. Motorhead's Lenny Kilmister, meanwhile, plays a bass-playing demon called Killmaster, who looks exactly like Lemmy, right down to the face warts. As it turns out, Killmaster isn't actually a pacifist, and you wind up drinking beer and listening to music with him later on. We should expect nothing less from good old Lemmy. R.I.P. At number 2, Shaquille O'Neal, UFC Undisputed 2010. An athlete appearing in a sports game makes sense, except when it isn't their sport. It's even weirder when, in cases like NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal appearing in UFC Undisputed 2010, the athlete is someone who, even in their prime, wouldn't have fared well in the new sport at all. Shaq can be unlocked in Undisputed via cheat code, and is available for exhibition mode play in the heavyweight division. At 7'1", he's taller than virtually every UFC fighter in history, and at 38 among the oldest as well. He's introduced by Bruce Buffer as generic MMA fighter, as opposed to a wrestler or judo fighter. Apparently calling him a master of Shaq Fu would have been too on the nose. Perhaps most hilariously of all, his official Undisputed stats paint Shaq as a spry 265 pounds. Anyone who's seen Shaq knows that that's impossible, as he was at least 300 pounds even in his prime. Who knew the video game camera subtracted 50 pounds? At number 1, JFK, Castro, and Nixon in Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies. Like many Call of Duty games, Black Ops Zombies lets you fight zombies. Unlike other games, however, this game lets you do so as 2 former presidents and a ruthless dictator, just like you read in the history books. Once you complete the main story, you unlock a new map called 5. The intro shows then-President John F. Kennedy and future President Richard Nixon at a secret meeting with Cuban dictator Fidel Castro when zombies break in and prepare to attack. The trio of politicians do what they do best: grab weaponry and begin opening fire. Well guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Trending 10s, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching.